Hi, welcome back to Gaming for Gamers. So here we are, it's London, it's 11:30 and we're back to more toxic gaming news, which is always the case nowadays, and we're back to Avowed, which is a game that's not even released yet, and it's already got issues because a guy called Matt Hansen, who sounds like a real charmer, who's the art director, decided to have a statement where he wanted to pick a fight with Elon Musk over pronouns, and basically if you watched the video I did previously or seen anything about it, he wanted to make a point of saying, well, this is a woke game. He didn't say it like that, but that's a gist, and I'm going to use what I want in the game. I don't care who buys it, I don't care what anybody thinks, including Elon Musk. I'm just going to put whatever woke stupidness I want in the game, and if you don't like it, I don't care, basically. So since then, obviously that's been going round and round and round, and there's been comment on that. And now we have news from an Obsidian whistleblower or insider who's given some more details of what's been going on at Obsidian. And to be honest, it's very similar to what's been going on at BioWare and other companies. We've seen Ubisoft. It's not a new story, but it's a story that's worth mentioning. So firstly, about him particularly, Matt Hansen, it's been reported, obviously we don't know how true it is, but that he's hard to work with. He doesn't care about other people's opinions. He treats people that are on a lower level than him with disdain, and he doesn't care about their opinions, which is not going to be a very nice working environment anyway. Let me just turn around because people keep walking past. So that's not very good in the first place, regardless of whether it's woke or not. You don't want guys who aren't interested in other people's opinions and are hard to work with, and treat people with disrespect. That's not good. But then we've got a whole heap of other stuff which comes from the time that Microsoft acquired Obsidian in 2018, where they have said originally that they would like to use pronouns in emails and in communications at Obsidian, but if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. And that's kind of where those things start, because then what happens, of course, is that people feel they need to, because if you don't, you're picked out as the one that doesn't, and as the one that doesn't, you're racist or sexist, or you're not following the woke agenda. So very quickly, from something that was meant to be voluntary, and may not have seemed that big a deal, and people probably just went along with it and went, yeah, okay, rather than cause a fuss, why don't I? It's my job, I need the job. They became caught up in this wokeness, where if you didn't do it, you were ostracised and treated differently, and if you did do it, you may not have agreed, but you're now part of that, and you're part of the woke culture. And yeah, basically, which we've said before, and I've talked about before, not any particular company, but I'm sure it's what's gone on at all these companies that have done this, is all the normal developers, and by normal I mean the ones that aren't woke. They can be women, they can be white, black, whatever they are, but the ones that aren't woke and extremists and try to push messages in games, the ones that actually know how to make real games that people want to watch, they leave because they either don't like the message, or they don't like the way the company is, or they can't live in the climate of the company, the toxic atmosphere. So they leave, and then you'll end up with a company, as with BioWare and Ubisoft and all the others, Rocksteady probably, and Obsidian now. We've got a whole company full of woke activists who push the message, and anyone left in that company who's not woke will have to buckle down and shut up, because if they say anything against that, they'll be out too, or they'll be victimised. And everybody in the company who's left is basically a woke leftist anyway, so it won't matter. And anyone they take on, of course, by nature of that, the HR are all going to be woke and leftist. So anyone they interview, they'll be interviewing them not as the best game developer or the best designer or the best person. They'll be interviewing them, we've seen this already come up other times, as the best woke person, whether you fit the woke criteria by who you are, because you're black or because you're a woman, or because of the things you say, because Matt Hansen's a white guy, but if you're white and the things you say are all woke and leftist, you can still get in. And that's why you end up with these games that are a complete mess, with this message thing in it, with people like Matt Hansen, and he's not the only one, but we're picking on Avowed and Obsidian today, where the games are awful. Dragon Age of Valgard, Concord, we can go through a list of them, where the company has been purged of game developers who know what they're doing and care about the game, care about the franchise, care about the product, care about the customers and the gamers, and you've just got people trying to push a message. It's almost like trying to go into a woke church now at a gaming studio, apparently, AAA Gaming, where everybody has been brainwashed and you have to follow the message, and if you don't, you're out the church. It's not even like a company anymore, because they don't care about sales, really, or the consumer. They're almost like a fanatical cult. So that's what we have. So yeah, Matt Hansen, another toxic person, and the disturbing thing is he's a white guy, so it's really bizarre that, you know, he's allowed, a white man who doesn't like white men in games and who has a woke agenda and wants to follow all the woke message, is actually a white guy. But as I said, if you want to follow the message and you're extreme enough, you can be a white guy, you can be a middle-aged old white guy, you can be anybody, as long as you follow the woke agenda and the woke message. Anyway, that's today's depressing gaming news. Avowed, another game that's not going to go down well, and I think however the game is when it's released, it's already got the stigma of being a woke game with loads of wokeness attached, and that will destroy its reputation regardless, and that's sad. And like I said, it's because Matt Hansen and people like that couldn't care less about the game, they couldn't care less about the gamers, and he's already said that. So anyway, thanks for watching Gaming for Gamers. Till next time, take care for now.